the strings are still in pretty decent condition, I actually save them. I've always done it, and I guess I have a whole bunch of reasons why I do it. It's kind of funny, I made a short about this once and it went absolutely bonkers. And it was mostly people just freaking out at how terrible of a thing this was. It's hilarious. Anytime I get the strings off, I take it as an opportunity to clean and oil the fingerboard. That thing can get nasty. It's also a great time to tighten up your tuning hardware. You know, there's a lot of torque on these gizmos, and they work really hard, so just make sure they're tightened up. I don't go nuts, it's just tight. I also always check my tuner heads just to make sure they're tight against the bushings. You could do this stuff with the strings on, but I just don't really think of it. Alright, so here's what the fuss is all about. What I like to do is I put my finger there on the nut and I just pull the string back about a fret's worth. And then you give the string a quarter turn while you hold it there. Take the excess string there and pull it counterclockwise or in the opposite direction you're winding, and then slip it under the tension side. Once it's under, I like to pull it towards 12 o'clock, which kind of just tightens everything up. It should hold itself there fine, but I will admit this was tricky for me in the early days. Now this little trick is sometimes called the luthier's knot on the internet. I've never actually met anyone who works on guitars call it that myself, but I do like the name. You're just going to want to rinse and repeat all the way through. Remember, you bring that string up until you feel tension, pull it back a fret's worth, take the excess counterclockwise the direction you're tuning, and then slip it under the tension side and pull it up in the 12 o'clock position. So on the bass side, it is a little different because you tune counterclockwise now. So that excess side, it's going to spin clockwise. This is why the trick is to remember that the slack side, it goes in the opposite direction you're tuning. This is the part that hurts the brain though. I don't actually do the luthier's knot on the A and E strings. They're just bigger, it doesn't really matter. But I do wrap it once above the slack side. That's all it needs. This stuff is really hard to videotape, but I'll try to show a better shot here on the E string. Now, don't let anyone tell you there's any one way to do this. I know plenty of pro guitar players who wrap their string backwards, or leave all kinds of slack flying everywhere, and each of them have their own valid reasons to do it. It doesn't really matter. You just kind of find what you like, and it might change.
I'm just going to say real quick here that this video was requested by a patron over on my Patreon. If you like the idea of community funded videos, there's a link below and you can check out the Patreon over there. Thanks for watching. Otherwise, just watch what's next.